Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome to the stage, with a big round of applause, Joseph Oscar King, Esquire. Let him know!
It's quite a crowd here. Sarasota Spirit. How y'all doing this evening? Okay, so my name's Joseph. You can just call me Joe. I'm a retired prosecutor and attorney, and pride myself on 100% conviction rate. All of my clients are in jail. I was born here. Any other natives born and raised? Almost born here. I was actually born on Longboat Key, in a cab, and on the side of a golf course. And early childhood memories, I'm told, my mom was screaming, "Can't, don't, won't, shouldn't." And the cab driver said, "Ma'am, those are contractions." And I came out with such force that he yelled, "4," and I ended up on the golf course where I still feel pretty comfortable. And anyway, I've been working on my bucket list. Any people like to travel here? Yeah. Traveling's awfully fun. So chipping away at my bucket list, pun intended. Went out to San Diego, and my son and I drove from San Diego all the way up to Portland, Oregon, which was really awesome. He was conceived with using the rhythm method. He's a drummer. Anyway, so I played a fabulous round at Torrey Pines. I don't know if you know the golf course, but it's well renowned. Beautiful cliffs, and I was told about halfway through as we're looking at this one hole that down below is a beach called Black's Beach. The guy's like, "It's a nude beach." Needless to say, that really screwed up my approach shot on that hole. But it was beautiful, and then while we were out there, there's paragliders all the way along the Torrey Pines paragliding, and one of the guys said, "You really ought to do that." And I was like, yeah, maybe I will, because it was pretty magnificent. So the next day I went out, and it was just beautiful and sunny, and I got in line and I filled out all the paperwork, and guy approaches me and he's like, "Oh, you're going paragliding. I'm a 30-year veteran." And he's got all these parachutes on. And I'm thinking, do you ever have to use those? You know? And he's like, "Oh, you'll be fine. There's hardly ever a fatality." I'm like, "Great." He goes, "You want a brownie? It's an edible." I'm like, "Okay." I ate the whole thing. Probably not a good idea to do. Probably not a good idea to do. So, as you know, it's kind of a long wait, and it's starting to kick in, and they explain how you do this, right? So I literally forgot how to use my legs, and he's like, "No, you've got it 1 foot in front of the other one foot in front of the other." And I'm like, "Okay," and all of a sudden it was like, whoosh, and there we are, and it's like big sail up top, you know, and he goes, "There's a nude beach down there." I'm like, "Oh yeah?" I go, "Are those sea lions?" He goes, "No, those are some of our larger sunbathers." And like, okay, it might be a hallucination. I think I saw the Kardashians like in this big mansion, and Caitlyn, she still needs some more surgery. Sorry. Anyway, so moving up the coast, there's lots of places to eat along the way. I don't know what it is about California, but that no one wants you to use their bathroom. And for whatever reason, age or whatever, I drink a lot of water. I have to go to the bathroom quite a bit. And we get into Oakland. What a shithole, okay? I mean, Oakland, you know, it needs to be painted. And but anyway, I go into a Dunkin' Donut. I'm thinking Dunkin' Donut, you know, coffee, donuts, they'll have a bathroom. So I ordered a bran muffin and a cup of coffee. That's a pile of shit waiting to happen right there. And they're like, "No, you can't use the bathroom." I'm like, "What the hell?" The closest bathroom is where? It's down the street, Cluck Cluck Chicken, like 4 blocks down. like, okay, down we go to the Cluck Cluck Chicken. On the way down there, I thought, okay, this is ridiculous. Like, you can't use the bathroom. So I came up with a new invention. It's called the Ron Popeer Pocket Pisserman. That's it. That's a real thing that's going to happen. Just pull it out of your pocket. So anyway, so we get up to Oregon, Crater Lake. If you've never been to Crater Lake, that was absolutely beautiful. The big redwoods. It's a fantastic trip, and you really ought to go if you've never done that. But anyway, a lot of people are like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Sarasota," and they're like, "Sarasota? Where is that?" Well, it's kind of like the belly button, you know, and so that's how I started describing it, as the belly button. But I was corrected by a friend of mine. He says, Sarasota is really like the clitoris. And I'm like, okay. He goes, you think about it, Tampa Bay is the belly button, and then you have Teresita, that's like the bush. And then the pearly beaches of Sarasota, so I guess that would make Sarasota County one big vagina. But anyway, I made up a new word. It's called plagiarism. I did that on the road. And that's my set. So I appreciate you all coming out tonight. Thank you.